coming to the stage is a veteran that's got a comedy series called Headliner Security. Gonna welcome him right now. Here he comes. His name is Joshua Higuera.
What's up, Gilbert? Oh, fuck that. Come on, you guys. What's up, Gilbert? Bro, I just sat in the car for like 8 hours. I'm excited to be here right now, man. And I'm a little dude. 8 hours for me is a fucking lifetime. So that's 8 hours of sitting in a child's booster seats. Where are my little dudes at? I can see some of you fuckers right now. Come on. Hey, where my veterans at again? Where they at? Make some noise. And where's my army at? Yeah. Where's the Marines? Where's the Navy? And the rest of you fuckers, where are you guys at? I'm kidding. If you guys don't know this about the military, we like to talk a lot of shit. That's what we do, man. It's my favorite thing to do in other branches. I'll give you an example. Like, I don't know. What branch were you again? Army, right? Okay, so he knows this way too. What were you? Marine. Okay, so he. Relax. Look at that beard. I'm not even gonna talk to him. Okay, no, but for real, like, I don't know. I'll give you guys an example. Like, let's say he's irritating me, and I'm like, man, shut up before I punch you in your nuts. The Army, what we would do is we'd punch you in your nuts. The Air Force, they're the smart ones, and they'd probably just walk away from the situation because they don't want to break a nail. They're gonna type in the morning, they don't want to mess up their cuticles. The Marines, if you guys know a Marine, they like to take things a little bit too far, they take things over the top. So in that situation, I don't know, they probably just start jerking you off or something. If you know anything about Dick Solids, he'll jerk you and your friend off. Yeah! Let's go! And the Navy, if they were in that situation, they would just, I don't know, do what Jim did, just bend over and take it, baby. Bend over. I'm kidding, man. I love, thank you guys for your service. I appreciate you from the bottom of my heart, man, because this whole show, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to do more shows all over the place that are veteran shows to bring veterans together and show them that they're not alone, man, that we're all here together. Because there's not enough veteran events that go on that do this kind of stuff and shit, man. Because it's crazy. We live in a crazy world, man. Like, I don't have a job anymore. This is my only job now. I used to work in a prison, and I left the prison. I get to do comedy full time. And my whole job is to just change one person's day. And if I make one person laugh, that's satisfaction. Because, I don't know, a couple years ago, I was at a show, and I thought I had a bad set. Like, man, I fucking suck at comedy. I don't even know why I'm doing this. I'm just going to stay in the prison for 20 years. And some lady comes up to me after the show, and she's like, hey, I just want to let you know that I've been thinking about committing suicide. And hearing your jokes and you telling your story, you helped me get through my day. And the only reason I'm here is because my roommate forced me to come out. And my dude, that is deep. And that's why I do this shit. That's why I want to bring everybody together. So thank you guys. It's crazy. Like, I was in the Army. I'm a little dude. And in 2023, being a little guy is tough, bro. It is so hard. I was at a bar with my friend the other day, and we're drinking, we're getting kind of drunk, and he looks across the bar, he's like, hey man, that chick over there, she's freaking hot, man. I'm like, yeah, she's alright. He's like, no bro, like, she's so hot, like, I would take her home and lick her toes. And I'm like, dude, sit down, relax, man. He's like, no man, she's so hot, I would take her home and chunk punch her fart box. And I'm like, you don't even know this chick, and she's gonna lick her ass, bro. That doesn't make any sense. You must be a Marine, bro. He's like, no, bro, you don't get it. Like, I would take her home, bend over, and break her freaking back. I'm like, can we get the check, please? Can we get the check? It's time for us to get out of here. Can we get the check? We start walking to the car. I'm thinking about this. This guy's 6'5", 350 pounds. This guy can break anybody's back. But then he got me thinking, I was like, oh my God, like, there's no way I can break this chick's back. Do you know the way I'm breaking this chick's back is if I take her in the parking lot and hit her with my car. And I drive a Prius, you guys, that shit might not work. Right before I hit her, my car's gonna yell, I'm a bitch! It's hard out here being a little dude, man. I think it's because women don't take us serious. Like I'm part Filipino. I'm just stuck. There's no way I'm growing. I'm screwed, man. They don't take us serious. I'm forced to use dating apps now. I don't know if you guys ever used a dating app, but I've tried all the dating apps. POF, Tinder, eBay. I've tried them all, man. They don't take us serious, man. Like, they think I'm little, that means I'm little everywhere. And you guys, that is not the case because I've never had anybody complain. But then again, I've never had anybody come back either, so there's that. It is hard, man. I was in the Army for 9 years. I ate a lot of MREs and I got a messed up stomach. Right? You guys probably ate a little more than I did just for fun. They just ate it for fun, though. You know, it's just who can eat the most? Who can eat the most MREs? Let's see before we don't shit for 2 weeks. Let's see how this goes. But now I get those shits. You know, that's how we're just driving down the freeway, just living life, and all of a sudden you're like, oh shit! I gotta get to a bathroom like now! You pull off the freeway, you pull up to the AM, PM, you get out, you run up to the door's locked, you're like, no! I think the worst time to get in those shit is when you're at work. Because you gotta play it off smooth. You can't let your coworkers know you're about to shit your pants. You're walking down the hall, like, oh shit, here we are. Here, Lisa, she has a big mouth. You see her walk down the hallway, you're gonna play it off. Like, oh, would you look at that? I dropped a quarter. Would you look at that? It's my lucky day. Heads up, baby, heads up. You see her walk by, you run to the restroom. I carry no shit bag everywhere I go. Baby wipes, Lost, Lysol, everything, the whole 9 yards. The worst I ever had though, I used to work at Home Depot. I was that guy that used to pull stuff out of the shelf for people on the platform in the harness. One day I'm up there, I'm pulling a door out of the shelf for this lady. I'm minding my business. And I'm like, oh, the pain is here in full effect and waiting for it to go away. I'm like, okay, there it goes, it's going away. But I know it's gonna come back in like 5 minutes, and when it comes back, it's coming back with vengeance. So I reach over to the lever and I fucked up, so on the way down I was like, I'm praying to God I don't poop my pants. I got to the bottom, I'm taking off my harness, like, oh my God, I gotta get there fast. I start walking to the restroom. People are like, Josh, you okay? I'm like, no, bro, that door was heavy. I think I threw out my sciatic nerve. I'm not sure what's going on here. I get to the restroom, I kick open the door, time starts to slow down. I'm like, oh, no, not today. Not today, not today. Not today. Not today. And then I just felt so relieved. Because I shit my pants. 3.5 feet from the freaking toilet. And I'm trying to gather my thoughts. I'm a grown-ass man. I should just quit. I should find a new job across town. But no, that doesn't make sense. I'm loyal. I gotta stay. I'm like, no, fuck that. They're gonna know it was me. I gotta leave the country. And I don't know what I'm talking about. I work at Home Depot. There's no way I can afford to leave the country. I'm stuck, so I'm like, I'm gonna cut my underarm. I'm gonna throw him behind the toilet like a thug. Genius, right? I cut him off. I threw him behind the toilet. Shit went everywhere. I made a mess, but I got away with it. Nobody knew it was me. I went back to work. My coworkers didn't even know. I'm like, oh my, but I played it off smooth. I was like, hey man, what's that smell? Did you step in dog shit? What is that smell, bro? You might want to check your shoes. I go home, I come back to work the next day, I'm eating my lunch in the break room, I'm just think nothing of it. I hear this lady across the break room, she's like, oh my God, did you guys hear what happened yesterday? Some kid pooped their pants. And the parents got the underarm and threw him behind the toilet. And I'm sitting there eating my sandwich. But then they're making fun of this guy, and I'm like, little man syndrome kicked in. I'm like, Lisa, that is funny, man. That is hilarious. That's crazy. I don't know who would do something like that. That is crazy. But, what makes you think they're kids' underwear? Then she's like, because Josh, only kids wear Power Ranger underwear. I sat my ass back down and ate my sandwich. You know, fuck those kids, man. Fuck those kids. But now I can't say fuck those kids 'cause I'm a dad. Now I understand like how parents would do something like that, right? I got a pretty dope son, man. He's cool. Like, now we're going through this weird little phase where he's smart. He's like really smart. I'm watching TV on the couch. I'm just laying there. I'm relaxing. He comes up to me and he's like, Dad, you're missing some hair right here. And I'm like, where am I missing hair, son? I don't know what you're talking about. All my hair is here. He's like, no, Dad, you're missing some hair right here on both sides. And I'm like, how the fuck does this guy know where hair is supposed to go? Like, fuck this kid. You know, he's so smart. He rides a dirt bike. He's fast. He just finished potty training a couple months ago, so we're just completely free now. But now he's doing this other weird thing where he goes poo-poo on the side of the house where the dogs go poo-poo. And there's no book on this parenting thing. I don't even know what I'm supposed to do. The first time he does it, he comes up to me and I'm in the garage saying, hey, Dad, I went poo-poo. And I'm like, wait, so you walked past your mom, you walked past the dog to come and tell me in the garage that you went poo-poo. He's like, no, Dad, I didn't go in the toilet. I went on the side of the house where the dogs go poo-poo. And I'm like, you're full of shit. Show me. I'm not wiping your ass until you show me proof. So he walks over and says, Dad, I went right here. And I got mad. I got genuinely upset. I'm like, what the fuck, dude? That is my spot. That is where I go to get away from you and your mom, fucker. Now where am I supposed to go? The neighbor's lawn? I'm lying. I live in Victorville, California. There is no lawns there, you guys. It is just rocks and dirt. It's crazy. But he rides a dirt bike. He's fast. He's good. He has a couple of trophies. But he busted his chin open about a month ago. We had to take him into the doctor. And 15 minutes go by, and the doctor comes out with my son swallowed up in a towel, and I'm freaking out. Like, what happened? What happened to him? And the doctor's like, no, Mr. Guy, relax. Everything is okay. I've been doing this for like 35 years, and this is the first time I've done a procedure on a child this age, and they didn't cry. It's like he doesn't feel pain. Congratulations, you got a tough cookie on your hands. And I'm like, dude, he's a badass, fuck yeah. He doesn't cry, he doesn't feel pain. And I start thinking about everything. I'm like, oh my God. He shits on the side of the house. I got a future serial killer on my hands. Like, I have no idea what to do. Me and this guy watched You and Dexter like 17 times. I'm gonna teach him how to kill people at Apache Junction and get away with it. I don't know what else to do. I don't know what else to do, man. This parenting thing is crazy. Because there's no, I think that now I just gotta be a better father than my father. Did I say that right? I gotta be a better father? Okay, so we can try it. Because he was kind of an asshole, man. Like, I joined the army to get away from him. I joined the army, I was an MP. Any other MPs in here? I'm the only piece of shit at the house. It was a terrible career choice, I'll tell you that. Because for the first majority of my career, I drove forklifts in a warehouse. I didn't do any MP work. And then one day they called me up, they're like, hey, Hagara, we're sending you to Gitmo. And I'm like, oh, hell yeah, what's in Gitmo? There's a nice warehouse out there, there's some bitches, hell yeah. They're like, no, you're gonna work in a prison. And I'm like, I don't know about that. I don't think I can work in a prison. Looking at me, what says I can work in a prison? There's no, like, sir, you kick my ass. But I would cheat. I would cheat in that fight. I'm gonna let you know I would cheat. You might whoop me, you might break me in half. I don't care, but I would cheat. I'm gonna get some licks in. I will punch you in the dick. I will kick you in the dick. Bro, if I really have to, I'll bite it off. I don't care. But I was at Gitmo for a year, and I hated it, man. I hated it because I was working with detainees, and they were just terrible, a bunch of terrorists, terrible people. The best part about working there was the detainees didn't know how to talk shit. They were bad at speaking English. Like, one time I was doing my rounds, and this detainee's banging on the window, like, fuck you, MP, fuck you! I'm like, all right, man, whatever. Like, no, you don't like that? Come here, I got a good one for you today, MP. Come here. I'll suck your dick. And you're gay. And I was like, I don't think that's the way that works. You offered to suck my dick. That makes you gay. But if I let you suck my dick, that makes both of us gay. You know, man, whatever, you're an idiot. I go back to my friends, oh, you know, I was going to save this one for your friend on the next shift, but you know, okay, come here. You're going to fuck my mom. you're going to become a bitch. And I'm like, you might be the stupidest motherfucker I've ever met in my entire life. But he was missing a couple teeth. I'm like, let's do this shit, bitch. Let's do this. I've been deployed for 9 months. Let's do this. It's messed up because on this deployment, I was married at the time, and my wife, 2 weeks into deployment, she cheated on me. Yeah, I know. She's a bitch, bro. She's dead. She's dead. I'm kidding, you guys. She's not dead. She's alive. I hope. Then I called up my dad when I found out she was cheating on me, and I'm mad. I'm like, Dad, I don't know what to do. I want you to find this guy. He's like, Joshua, what is wrong with you? Because you knew this was going to happen, Joshua. Statistically speaking, you knew she was going to suck a dick, son. You knew she was going to suck a dick. You should have sucked one first. Well, that is terrible advice. Dad. Just find the guy and fucking beat his ass for me. That's all I'm asking. He's like, Josh, stop telling me to beat people up. I don't even know why you're that mad because she didn't even suck that good of dick anyways. That was my dad, bro. That's why I joined the army and I left. To get away from that fucker, man. But after I got out of the army, I got a job working in a prison here in the States, and that was terrible too. I left. That's the job that I left, right? And I didn't like that place because the staff members, it wasn't so much the inmates, it was the staff members that like to make things complicated. Like, if an inmate made a staff member mad there, the first thing that they would do is they would strip out the inmate. So for those of you who don't know what stripping out an inmate means, it means you get them completely naked and you search them for contraband. But these fools wouldn't do it to search them for contraband, they would do it to belittle them or put them down. And to me, that is weird. Like, this guy made you mad, and the first thing we're gonna do is get him completely naked. That is weird. Like, what happens, like, if, I don't know, you're doing it to demoralize and put him down, but what happens if he pulls out his dick and it's bigger than mine? Then I'm gonna be the one that's demoralized and put him down, bro. Because there's so much other stuff you can do to guys in prison, because they're limited on resources, right? You can go into their cell, you can take some of the food that they stole from the chow hall, you can go in there and take their porn. That's what I would like to do. I would take their porn, I would exchange it with a bunch of pictures that I'd find on Google, like of apples and trees and cell phones, because they're never going to get a cell phone. Some of those fuckers are never going to get a cell phone. Or if it really made me mad, I would take it and I would exchange it with a bunch of dick pics. But now that I say that out loud in front of you guys, that's a little bit weird. I'm not sure what's worse. So moral of the story is I had a pocket full of dick pics in my work bag on standby in case somebody pissed me off. But whatever. You gotta be careful in prison, because did you guys know that some people are designated to carry knives on them? And it's in the places that you at least expect, not their pockets or inside their hats, inside their prison wallet, you guys. I don't know if you know what a prison wallet is, but your prison wallet is your butthole. Imagine carrying a knife in your butthole. That's a dangerous guy. That's a guy I don't want to mess with. Like, how do they even decide who that guy is that has to carry the knife in his butt, bro? Like, I want to sit in on one of these conversations where they pick who this guy is. They got all the new guys, like, oh, it's not this guy right here, it's not this guy. Ah, this is a guy right here. I feel like if I ever went to prison, I'd be the guy that had to carry the knife in the butt. Because I got no skills. I'm not a paisa. I can't speak any Spanish. I wouldn't fit in with the Southsiders because I'm not a gangster. So they'd probably put me with the vegans in the corner or something. This one time I was on mandatory overtime. My partner calls me over and says, hey, Gary, I need you to come help me strip out this inmate. And I'm like, fuck, all right, man, whatever. I go over there, I knew this inmate, we had a rapport, so I'm like, hey, man, I don't want to be here, you don't want to be here, let's just get this done. Do what you got to do, shut up, and let's just get through this. He's like, all right, Sio, I like you, so just give me a second. And he turns around, and he squatted down, and he pulled a 7-inch knife out of his ass. Bro, and then he reached back and tried to hand it to me. And I was like, what the hell is that? Is that a toothbrush? The toothbrush bristles are still on that motherfucker. What is that? But I was on mandatory time. I go home in 2 hours like, screw that, man. Put that thing back in there. We will deal with this shit tomorrow. That's too much paperwork right there. Fuck that. Put that thing back in. I do not want to deal with this. We would just keep it in there until tomorrow. Just make sure you put some tape on it. Make sure that nobody tampered with this motherfucker right here. Because what happens if he just would have started stabbing me up in that moment? Stabbing me up, I'm gonna be bleeding out on the floor, thinking about my life. I'm like, oh my God, at least I get to see my Nana again. But right before I die, I'm thinking about everything. I'm like, oh my God, they're gonna give all my belongings to my son. and they're gonna find all those dick pics in my work bag. And all this messed up stuff happened because my father was a terrible father, man. That's why, it's his fault. Like, he was that guy that could drink like a 36-pack of beer, 4 shots, and then drive his whole family home. And we were poor growing up. All I had was a pickup truck. 5 kids in 1 pickup truck. All 5 kids would have to lay in the back of this pickup truck because my dad drove us home drunk. And one time I tried to challenge him, like, Dad, you shouldn't drink and drive, so you kill us back there, man. He stops the car in the middle of the road and says, Joshua, when have you ever seen me drink and drive? I'm like, Dad, you're doing it right now. He said, no, Joshua, the law says don't drink and drive. I don't drink and drive. I drink before I drive. I used to have a really bad stutter when I was a kid. And my dad thought it was so embarrassing, he used to tell all his friends that I had Down syndrome. And then as I got older and I started going to school, he put me in special classes to be a funny guy. And me being 5 years old, I thought special classes was a good thing. It was like super school or some shit. I got special treatment, my siblings didn't. I got to take a nap at school. I thought this shit was great. And so I get into high school and kids are making fun of me. And I'm like, oh shit, I don't belong here, Mom. I don't belong at this school at all. I just got a stutter and I think it's going away. I want to go to school with my sisters. And she's like, okay, that's fine. You go to school with your sisters, but you got to wake up 2 hours early and you got to walk 4.5 miles to school. And I'm like, oh shit, 4.5 miles, that's a long walk. I got little legs, fuck that. Fuck that, because that little bus picks me up right in front of my house. Mom, where's that helmet? I'll take that helmet. My stutter is back. My dad was such an asshole that, and he was like very homophobic. So he didn't let me eat my little brother eat anything that looked like we were holding a dick in our hand. You know how traumatizing that is as a kid? That's like all the good foods, you guys, like lollipops, popsicles, bananas, hot dogs. Like I said, we were poor, and when we'd have extra money, he'd be growing hot dogs in the backyard for my sisters. Me and my little brother are sitting in the corner drooling, drinking the hot dog water out of the package. Oh, screw you guys, I was desperate, man. I freeze it into popsicles, take it in the bathroom, and lick it on the toilet. But he passed away a couple years ago, and I miss him sometimes, but I also am mad at him for all the shit that he put me through. And I'll go to the mall and I'll order myself a corn dog. I'll get a couple things of ranch, lay them out on the table, pop open one of my ranches and start dipping my corn dog in there, thinking about my dad. And I'll just lick the ranch off. This is for you, Dad. This is for you. The thing he hated most is, you know when you brush your teeth and sometimes you just hit the back of your throat and you're I'm sitting there with my corn dog in the middle of this corn dog. Some lady got mad, she's like, sir, there are kids here, what are you doing? And I'm like, oh shit, there are kids. I got my corn dog, swallowed it and walked away. All I gotta do is be better than him, and that's it, that's all I gotta do. Like, I'm never gonna leave my son at home by himself. I'm gonna make sure I never leave him at home by himself. Because my dad used to smoke so much weed that he'd forget about us for like 2 weeks at a time. But as I got older, I got smart, so I'd sneak into their bedroom and I would unlock their window. So we could go in their room when they were out of town and we could get some of the good food they had in their closet, maybe snoop around a little bit. So one time I'm snooping around my dad's top drawer, kind of like Jim did. But I found a movie. I found some movies. I found Thomas the Train, Little Giants. I put Thomas the Train into the VHS player. It wasn't Thomas the Train, you guys. I mean, there was a train, but not the one you guys are thinking. There's a guy naked on the bed with a stiffy. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm like 13 years old. I'm getting excited. I'm like, oh my God, this is porn. This is what my friends are talking about at school. I tell my little brother, you stay right here. I'm going to go make some popcorn. I'm in the kitchen making popcorn. I hear my little brother yell from the room. He's like, oh my God, it's Mom! So me being 13 years old and an idiot, I roll over to the living room window. I'm like, I don't see her car in the driveway. Where is she? Is she in the backyard? He's like, no, Josh, she's on TV! And I'm watching, oh shit, it is Mom! That is Mom! What the fuck, dude? What the fuck? Those are Mom's titties, bro! Cover your eyes, bro! Cover your eyes, you pervert! But I was 13 years old, bro. And I was curious. And I couldn't stop watching the
Oh no! Oh
no! So finally I'm like, I gotta press stop on the VHS and I fucked up, so I hit fast forward. It's not like your phone or a DVD player, like what is on the VHS. When you hit fast forward, you hear it in that moment. You just hear my mom yell, "Oh, daddy, 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 daddy." Yeah, my brother freaking out. Oh my God, come here, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. I finally stopped the VHS. My brother's freaking out. He's like, Josh. Why is Mom calling the neighbor Dad? Man, you guys were a lot of fun, man. Enjoy these moments that we have. Like I said, we live in such a terrible world, and where we don't get to do this, you know? Like, tell people about this comedy club, man. Give it up for Jim one more time.
Yeah!
Give it up for yourself, all you non-veterans. Give it up for the veterans one more time. I appreciate you guys. This is beautiful right here. Because you never know when that last moment is going to be with your loved ones. You guys married? How long you guys been married for? 20 years. Holy shit, give it up for 20 years right here. Bro, she probably thinks about killing you at least 17 times a week. At least. Just be better. All you gotta do is be better, bro. You gotta put better energy into the universe. You put better energy on her. You guys got kids? She'll put better energy on the kids, and then your kids might not beat up kids at school. I'm not sure how that goes from there, but just be better. That's all we gotta do is be better, put better energy, because we live in such a terrible place. You just put that better energy out there, you can maybe affect somebody else's life, man. Because you never know when that last conversation will be, right? Cherish the moments that we have right here. Because you don't want that last conversation to be messed up. Like, I got lucky and my dad passed away, and it hurt, right? It was sad. My stepdad passed away. I think he's the one that left me with like the dopest conversation though. He calls me up like 2 weeks before he passes. He's like, "Hey Josh, if you could eat somebody, would you eat them?" And I'm confused. I'm like, "How high are you right now?" He's like, "Yeah, seriously, if you could eat somebody, would you eat them?" I'm like, "No, that's weird. It's never crossed my mind. So I gotta pick somebody out of my group of friends on who I would eat?" He's like, "No, that's not what I was asking you, but now that you mention it, yeah, who would you pick out of your group?" And I'm like, "Nobody, that's the weirdest question anybody has ever asked me." He's like, "That's messed up, Josh, because I would eat you." I'm like, "You're an idiot, man. That's stupid, no." And then I'm thinking about it, I'm like, "Man, I don't know. Like, what if I tried it?" And then I liked it. And then I got human steaks in my deep freezer in the backyard. I don't want that for myself, you know? Maybe I would try it if it was like morally and like ethically okay. And it was like at taco trucks. That's how they tried it out, at taco trucks or something. And I'm like drunk at like 2 o'clock in the morning, stumbling out of the bar. I see this taco truck, but it couldn't say human taco on human tacos on the taco truck. It had to say like human taco or some shit. It had to psych me out, man. It's messed up because he passes away a couple weeks later, and he got cremated, and I couldn't even try him if I wanted to, you guys. But I sprinkle him with my food from time to time. Hey, no, man, enjoy these moments. Put better energy out there, man. I'll have t-shirts after the show that say Vet Bod, like Dad Bod. I got DD214 t-shirts. I even got Short Guys Eat Love T. I can't even speak. There's my stutter. I got t-shirts that say Short Guys Eat Love too. I got a bunch of them. I got JH Com.